Have you ever contemplated the sheer power of nature and its ability to change the course of history in a matter of minutes? Imagine a day just like any other in Japan, a country known for its tranquility and reverence for nature. But on this particular day, the earth beneath them began to shake, and their world was turned upside down. An earthquake of epic proportions had struck, and in its wake it left a trail of destruction that would forever etch itself into the annals of history. The ground trembled and rumbled, buildings swayed, and power lines danced in the air like marionettes. The Earth's fury was unleashed, its magnitude registering an astounding 9.0 on the Richter scale. This earthquake, one of the most potent in recorded history, was a force to be reckoned with, its power equal to thousands of nuclear explosions. The most affected areas were those along the northeastern coast, including the prefectures of Miyagi, Iwate, and Fukushima. These regions bore the brunt of the quake's wrath, their landscapes forever altered, their communities shaken to their very foundations. The people, caught unawares, found their lives abruptly interrupted. The earth beneath them, once a source of stability, had become a source of fear and uncertainty. Yet amid the confusion and chaos, their instinct for survival kicked in, and they sought safety wherever they could find it. The Japanese government, too, was quick to respond. They recognized the scale of the disaster and immediately put into motion their disaster response mechanisms. They understood that time was of the essence, and every second counted in the race to save lives and mitigate damage. In the blink of an eye, life as they knew it was shaken to its very core. But the Earth's tremors were only the beginning of a much larger catastrophe. As the Earth stilled, a wall of water, monstrous and relentless, emerged from the ocean's depths. This was the tsunami, a term native to the Japanese language, meaning harbour wave. Its scale was unparalleled, its devastation unimaginable. Picture, if you will, the coastal towns and cities of Japan. Once bustling with life, they were now at the mercy of this unstoppable force. The wave crashed against the shorelines, washing away everything in its path. Houses, cars, and even entire buildings were swept away as if they were mere toys in a bathtub. The sea, usually a source of sustenance and joy, had turned into a ruthless destroyer. The loss of life and property was staggering. Thousands of lives were snuffed out in an instant, families torn apart, their dreams and hopes washed away with the tide. The tsunami, indifferent to its victims' pleas, carried on its destructive path, leaving a trail of ruin in its wake. Amidst this chaos, panic and confusion spread like wildfire. The ground beneath their feet, once solid and dependable, had betrayed them. The sea, once a source of solace and livelihood, had turned into a deadly enemy. The world as they knew it had been upended in a matter of minutes. But as the wave lost its force and eventually receded, it revealed a landscape of destruction that was almost surreal in its intensity. Entire towns had been wiped off the map, replaced by a sea of debris. The silence that followed was deafening, broken only by the distant cries of those in despair. The water receded, leaving behind a landscape of destruction and a nation in shock. When the dust settled and the waters calmed, the true extent of the disaster began to emerge. The aftermath of the earthquake and tsunami was a chilling testament to the sheer power of nature. Millions of people were affected, their lives forever changed in the blink of an eye. Homes, schools, and businesses, once the heart and soul of bustling communities, were reduced to rubble. The infrastructure that once held these communities together was decimated, with roads fractured and bridges washed away, disconnecting communities and leaving them isolated. The death toll was staggering, with thousands losing their lives to the merciless onslaught of the earthquake and tsunami. Thousands more were displaced, their homes and livelihoods swept away by the relentless wave. But numbers alone cannot capture the human cost of this disaster, the personal stories of loss, of grief, of families torn apart. In the face of such devastation, there was a desperate, urgent push to find survivors amidst the wreckage. Rescue teams, composed of brave men and women, worked tirelessly, fueled by hope and the unwavering belief in the resilience of the human spirit. They dug through piles of debris, searching for signs of life, for a chance to reunite families and to bring a glimmer of hope to those who had lost so much. The damage to the infrastructure was immense, with entire towns and cities reduced to ruins. The destruction of power plants and other essential facilities disrupted essential services, further complicating the already Herculean task of search and rescue. The economic cost, too, was substantial as the country grappled with the enormous task of rebuilding and rehabilitation. Yet, even in the face of such overwhelming odds, there was a spark of hope, a flicker of resilience. The Japanese people, known for their tenacity and strength, began to pick up the pieces. Amid the ruins and despair, the indomitable spirit of the Japanese people began to shine through. In the face of unimaginable adversity, heroes rose to the occasion. Amidst the shattered landscapes, there was a glimmer of hope as local authorities, emergency services, and ordinary citizens sprang into action. These were the first responders, the ones who didn't hesitate, rushing headlong into the chaos to save lives. The rescue operations were fraught with challenges. Rubble-strewn streets and collapsed buildings formed a treacherous terrain, while aftershocks and the ever-present danger of another tsunami wave kept everyone on edge. But these hurdles did not deter the brave hearts. They moved swiftly, methodically, tirelessly, their spirits unbroken by the immense scale of devastation. Firefighters, paramedics, police officers, and even the self-defense forces worked round the clock, pulling survivors from the wreckage, providing medical aid, and ensuring the safety of those displaced by the disaster. But it wasn't just the professionals. Ordinary citizens too played a vital role in these rescue efforts. Neighbours helping neighbours, strangers lending a hand to strangers. The human spirit shone brightly amidst the rubble and ruin. Despite the overwhelming odds, many lives were saved. Each rescue, each life saved was a triumph, a testament to the resilience and tenacity of these heroes. They worked tirelessly, driven by a sense of duty, a commitment to their fellow human beings, and an unwavering belief that even in the darkest hour, hope prevails. Their actions were not just about survival, they were about solidarity, about coming together as a community in the face of adversity. They showed us that in times of crisis, our shared humanity becomes our greatest strength. These heroes, both the uniformed and the ordinary citizens, became a powerful symbol of hope, their courage and selflessness lighting the way in the darkest of times. And so, as we remember the tragic events that unfolded, let's also remember the heroes, those who risked their lives, who battled against the odds, who refused to give up. Their bravery and selflessness were a beacon of hope in the darkest of times. In times of crisis, humanity has a way of coming together, transcending borders and differences. It's a truth that was beautifully illustrated when the world rallied in support of Japan. Nations near and far sent their aid, from life-saving relief materials to financial contributions, a global effort to help a country in dire need. Countries deployed rescue teams, experts trained to navigate the wreckage and locate survivors, a beacon of hope amidst the despair. But support wasn't limited to governments and organisations. Individuals around the globe reached out, offering what they could, from donations to heartfelt messages of solidarity. Candlelight vigils were held in cities worldwide, each small flame a symbol of shared grief, but more importantly, shared hope. These acts, big and small, painted a picture of a global community united in its response to a shared tragedy. The world stood with Japan, a testament to the power of unity and compassion. In the wake of the disaster, a story of resilience and unity began to unfold. What emerged from the rubble was not just the physical reconstruction of a country, but the rebirth of a spirit, unyielding and united. Japan, a nation known for its rich history and strong cultural identity, once again demonstrated its fortitude. Despite the magnitude of the devastation, the Japanese people remained steadfast. They worked tirelessly, hand in hand, to rebuild their homes, their communities, and their lives. Each brick laid, each tree planted, was a testament to their resilience. But it was more than just physical labour. It was the collective spirit of unity that truly defined their resilience. They stood together, supported one another, and shared a common goal: to rise again, stronger and more determined. They faced adversity with grace and courage, their spirits unbroken, their resolve unshaken. In the shadows of loss, they found strength in unity, hope in each other. Their journey was a testament to the human spirit, a testament to the power of resilience and unity. Their strength and spirit served as a powerful reminder of humanity's ability to endure and overcome even the greatest of challenges.